Sagittarius? This is going to be a love reading for the second half of May. This is for my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There is sometimes a wait for a reading with me, guys, so if you want to explore your options, I've put a link to Mystic Sense in the description box as well, which will offer you access to lots of amazing psychics and readers at any given time. And if you use the link I provided, they'll give you your first 5-minute reading free. So you can check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Saggy, I'm going to do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the second half of May. I say potential for anyone that is new to my channel because I incorporate the law of assumption into my readings, which essentially is all about everything on the outside is a reflection of your state, of which there are infinite, and the current reading is based on one timeline and one version of said connection that you have selected, a version of self and a version of said specific person and a version of connection out of infinite that exist all at once, because creation is finished. So you can absolutely shift, tweak and conform anything to your liking. Your desires are meant for you and you absolutely can have what you want to have. So please do go and look at the law of assumption. Plenty of great coaches and material online. Neville Goddard, and also the coaches I always recommend are Manifesting with Kimberly, Dylan James, Kim Velez, Sammy Ingram. Okay, so Sag, the person on your mind, how are they feeling about you right now as we move into the second half of May? I just saw the Three of Swords in the reverse. So Sag, like trying to get over some pain or maybe some hurt feelings between the two of you. Let's take a look. Two of Pentacles. There's been back and forth between the two of you, but there's romance or feelings, romantic feelings. Maybe they want to come in and give you a romantic offer. There's an Eight of Cups though. Sag, maybe they feel you've disconnected or you've turned your back. I mean, in the recent past, there's been back and forth. Maybe this person's also a bit back and forth about how to come in with an offer if they feel like you've disconnected. I will get your side of the street, or maybe they feel that you're leaving them behind. After there's been a lot of back and forth, financial matters could be at play, or there could be, maybe they feel Two of Pentacles, there's been issues to do with balance or priorities, work-life balance, or in some cases, guys, this is about weighing up options. So that could have been an issue in this situation. Maybe they feel like you're disconnecting. Maybe they feel you have other options. Or maybe they were keeping you as an option, Sag. Now, guys, I say in all my readings that I'm only reading their side of the street, and they're not a robot. They have definitely their own feelings, thoughts, and challenges and circumstances, but circumstances don't matter. They're still a version of a connection and a person you selected. They're still you pushed out on this current timeline. So if there have been other options and you want it differently, or you want the story differently, you absolutely can have that when you look into the law. Things have kind of stopped, or they feel like maybe you're not putting effort in anymore. Knight of Pentacles, I did say they might feel like you've turned your back or you've disconnected. The High Priestess is in the reverse. So Sag, for some of you, if there's silence, they want to break the silence. There's also maybe potentially this issue where, like, High Priestess is secrecy. So maybe something did come to light, and that has caused a bit of this disconnect or a stop. They might feel like you've stopped putting in an effort. High Priestess is, yeah, like secrets revealed. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. There's regrets here around indecision or stagnancy. For some of you, you are dealing with a situation where there are financial matters at play. And, you know, this person could be feeling like this is very stuck for that reason, not feeling very financially stable. For others of you, and please don't take it if it's not your story, there's issues to do with being single and available. So for some of you, you're dealing with a situation where there's more than one person in the mix, and that's keeping things stuck. Now, again, don't take it if it's not your story, and even if it is your story, guys, you can manifest away anything like third parties and whatever. You'll find out when you go and look into the law. But right now, this is the current energy. There is a stuckness. There's an indecision. There's also a stuckness when it comes to regrets and losses between the two of you. I'm going to get oracles to clarify what that's all about. But there's a Hanged Man, also stuckness, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like there's that Three of Swords in the reverse I saw when I was shuffling. There's a sense of wanting to let go of old heartache between the two of you, and there is regrets. If this person has been stagnant or indecisive or back and forth with you, I think there's regrets around that. I think also what could have been keeping this person stuck is that they've been crying over some spilt milk. So for some of you, you know, there could be exes in the mix that this person, or an ex, this person could have not freed themselves from, even emotionally or something like that, you know. I mean, maybe this person wasn't making themselves available to you because they were still kind of stuck in the process of letting something go. Or they might feel that way about you, Sag. I'm going to get your side of the street, but they're watching you, Sag. Page of Swords analysis. So keeping an eye on you, checking you out. If you've sort of been separated, this person, they're definitely going through your text, correspondence, watching you online, something like that. They do want to come out of separation and sadness or loss or stuckness, but they're still sort of Two of Swords stuck. Indecision. They might feel like you have another option, Sag, or you're not available. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Now, Sag, for some of you, there is a Queen of Pentacles and it's another Queen. And for others of you, this person, because the Knight of Wands is passion, but it's stop-start. Or for others of you, you know, it's just been very stop-start and this person has not been giving you much stability or commitment or loyalty. Like, they're not showing up as the most stable knight, but maybe a lot of passion. I mean, there's definitely genuine emotion here. So let's have a look at why we have this Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, Sag. So look, the other thing is this Queen of Pentacles. It's possible that this person's not been fully stable with you because, like I said, they haven't let go of some spilt cups from the past. So it may not be a presence of a current situation, but some of you, there's like financial responsibilities, maybe to an ex, like if there's children in the mix, or there could be old heartache connected to commitments and this person's been keeping you a bit, you know, on hold. But again, we've got Ten of Swords there. So I saw that. I mean, that's a feeling of betrayal. They may feel like that's an energy between the two of you. They want to get past that, or this person's in the process of releasing some kind of pain that has kept them very stuck from coming forward and giving you the stability that you need. And they're having regrets about that. Okay, Sag? What's this High Priestess in the reverse? The Star card in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords. It could be something more so also, Sag, around just like their feelings. Okay, this person was hiding their feelings a lot. This person was coming across as very cold and detached. Maybe because of their anxiety. Maybe this is also the High Priestess in the reverse. They're having an understanding that there's stuff that they need to heal that they haven't let go of from the past. And they could be acting up in a certain type of a way. You could feel betrayed because of that, Sag. High Priestess in the reverse. I mean, it's also possible, Sag, like they have a lot that they want to tell you because King of Swords is the truth, right? And High Priestess, maybe they have held back a lot from you. So either there's been stuff that's come out between the two of you and it's hurt, there's hurt feelings, stuff that was hidden, or this is just this person was not really being very open and it's led to like a coldness between the two of you. It's because this person tends to be quite detached. Maybe they like to keep things sort of passionate, but weren't giving you stability or commitment, and that's because they haven't let go of someone else or they haven't processed old pain. Okay, again, Sag, all of this is just for context. You can have it differently, or you could say you don't want it, but I'm going to look at your side of the street because what's relevant is if you're hurt or you feel betrayed. Now again, guys, I'm not victim shaming or anything, but it will set you free because of the outside. If you've selected a version of a situation, a person is a mirror. On every timeline, you're always God of your reality. So a person's going to show up and they're going to reflect back to you some kind of a subconscious belief. Okay? So it might help you to release yourself from it if you want to select new version of self that doesn't have that belief that selected that situation in the first place. Or if you want this all gone and resolved, you absolutely also can select new version of person that exists, because there are infinite versions of you, as I already gave an example, and there's infinite versions of a person. But the star card in the reverse is like this person, there's unhealed stuff, which causes them to be quite cold or detached, but they also want to, you know, King of Swords, when they're in good energy, is a truth, is about the truth, is about honesty. And they've had a lot of anxiety and stress. It's like, I feel like this person has something they want to get off their chest. They want to say to you, okay? Maybe they've avoided that. And that's why they kind of just go, Knight of Wands in the reverse can be quote unquote hot and cold. Let me have a look, Sag, at what's going on your end. I mean, Knight of Cups here tells me that they want to come in with maybe an apology or a gesture. They have feelings, something about the truth. How do you feel about them? Confused, Sag. I'm confused too. That's the energy that's coming through. Knight of Swords. There's been harsh energy between the two of you. Reactivity or erratic behavior. Maybe you feel this person has been somehow a bit reckless with your feelings. There's a Sun card. And then the Ten of Cups. I mean, part of you feels like this person gives you joy. And part of you felt like, or feels this has potential for happiness. But I don't know. I mean, I just saw the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like maybe you feel that this person has challenged your confidence. And I just saw Six of Pentacles. You might feel this person breadcrumbs you, or it's not reciprocated properly. And a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Some of you might feel like you're the other person, like you're being treated like the side person. Whether or not that's the truth, and I will take a look, guys, at the oracles. But again, you don't have to take a story that's not your story. But for some of you, this back and forth, and maybe a person being emotionally unavailable, you might have been questioning whether or not you're chosen, right? Okay, Eight of Wands. How do you feel about this person? Well, you want to have a conversation with this person to either close it out or close out the cycle. And I've already given you guys a hint and some coaches to look at if you want to change a story so that you can move forward in a better direction. But you absolutely can also have this differently. But there's a sense of wanting to, you know, wanting accomplishment, wanting to close out old cycles, maybe work through something, maybe because you lack clarity, Sag. I'm really getting a confused type energy. Yeah, Two of Wands. You're also not sure. Two of Wands, this way or that way, or you feel like things have been left at a crossroads. I forgot to mention the signs, right? Aquarius, Pisces, double Pisces with the Hanged Man. Yeah, we've got Page of Wands. You're also maybe at a crossroads. You're like, should I move in a new direction? Some of you may be looking at new directions, because new options, because Two of Wands is here. So you're like, should I close this out? And this is about flirtation, new adventures, new opportunities. You also might feel like this person acts a bit immaturely. I mean, they've shown up like pages and knights. It's not really like, you know, I haven't seen, well, we've got the King of Swords. So I guess this person, when they're good, they can be quite like good communicators, but it looks to me like that goes in and out, and then you question them. There's something very confusing here. You're not too sure. Maybe insecurity about the direction of this. Yeah, because Ace of Cups, and there's exactly the Two of Pentacles. Like, you feel like this is too back and forth. You question whether or not this person is prioritizing you. You question whether or not this person is weighing up their options, some of you. And it's led to a loss of love. Ace of Cups in the reverse is also where we're feeling challenged, like we're not loving ourselves. So again, guys, I'm not here to like Freud you, but I'm telling you it is relevant, because if you want this person to choose you, Sag, you can. There is a version right now in this very moment, because there's infinite versions in this, in the quantum field. Creation is finished. There's a version of this person that is showing up and choosing you. Circumstances do not matter. Okay, but this person's mirroring to you something about like feeling not prioritized, not chosen, indecision, back and forth. Two of Swords, stuck. You're both stuck. Feels very stuck, indecision, Hanged Man. You've got the Hanged Man, you're still on pause, and you've got Eight of Cups. You're feeling like stuck. You've got one foot in, one foot out, but you're sort of like, should I walk away? This isn't really serving me. but then you're still stuck on it. What's not serving is the cycle, Sag. So again, you have the option to shift the story of self, select new version of self that feels 100% chosen, worthy, deserving, loved, more than enough, etc. And you can release it and then allow yourself to have, the world is going to mirror back to you, or new, say, opportunities will absolutely mirror back to you, new story, because this is cycles, the world, okay? Or you can select new version of person, not stay anchored into old version of person, which was essentially a version you selected from old state. So take a look at the coaches and they'll show you how to let go of the old story. For some of you, you're doing some travel, or there's issues here to do with travel or distance. Maybe that's caused some stagnancy. But regardless, Hanged Man, you're kind of like, should I just surrender this? It is feeling a bit on pause, or you're kind of hanging in there. Things have been on pause. They want to come out of it. You've both got Hanged Man. We've got Hierophant card, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords. Wow, okay. So Sag, some of you, there's issues to do with like commit or be single. And you could feel like this person's back and forth. Now, for some of you, that's because there is another like queen in the mix. And again, you can manifest away third parties. It's no problem. Or there's past queen in the mix, and that's causing this detached energy. Or because King of Swords is someone that's like cold, detached, or too much in the mind, right? Like maybe this person's thinking and not feeling that much, or they're coming across very much that way. Again, you can also change hot and cold behavior, guys, by like selecting a new version of self and then affirming differently of the person. But Hierophant card, you know, there's also maybe questions around values. Are you on the same page? Could be differences in culture and religion. Maybe that's also a factor, guys. But Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, I don't know. There's something here about like, maybe you're thinking that you want to focus on self. They've got Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You've got Nine of Pentacles in the upright. I'm just getting that there's some kind of a question around someone being totally committed or available or on the same page. Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Either there's an ex hanging around for some of you that's like preventing this from moving ahead, or ex energy, or a story. Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk, and this person just not coming to the table. Or you know about this, guys, and again, if it's your story and you know, then take it. There's two queens. Queen of Wands in the reverse, that's a fire sign energy, Sag. That could be you feeling like it's challenging your confidence. And for others of you, a Queen of Wands in the reverse, to be honest with you, can be kind of a mean girl or a mean guy. That's not necessarily you, Sag, but that could be like someone unhealthy that's in the mix. So I'm giving you the different stories. Regardless, it's looking to me like the story here is generally for this collective, this feeling of stuck, not being a priority, not being fully chosen, not necessarily on the same page, detached energy. This person has genuine emotion with the Knight of Cups, okay? But they show up like a King of Swords. So that's challenging you and your confidence, and you're not feeling like this person is loving you and choosing you. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Makes sense? You might feel like Page of Cups in the reverse. This person is like emotionally immature in some kind of a way, or what they offer you emotionally is really small. I mean, we've got Taurus energy. Yeah. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that King of Swords. That's come up twice. I don't know, you're waiting it out. Three of Wands, you've been waiting, you're stuck. Okay, so Sag, it's like this person, I do feel a lot of you Knight of Cups could be getting an emotional offer. Okay, now again, what you do with that is going to depend on, like, I can't give you the set prediction, because if you're going around in circles and you are holding on to an old version of the situation, you may react in some kind of a way. Like, it looks like you want to communicate with this person, or you're waiting on the communication. A lot of you will get that, or you'll get some kind of an offer. It's your choice, though, what state you're in. And so the current circumstances don't matter. You can have whatever you like, Sag. I already explained that. If you are anchored into old story of self and assumption about person, they can only show up according to how you assume. So if you stay anchored into old timeline, old version of self and situation, and that's coming from the place they're mirroring back to you, this belief that you have that you're not chosen, they will show up continuously and confirm that belief, right? So cycles, a lot of you want to disconnect. I would recommend, Sag, if you do, which direction forward, even if you have another option on the table, this belief is something you're not taking with you if you want. So you have infinite states, infinite versions of Sag. Selecting a new version of Sag that doesn't have the story about self. Otherwise, the mirror can morph into the monster even in a new situation, guys. But some of you, you're still hanging in there. And like I said to you, I give you both options. There is opportunity here maybe to air things out, clear the air. There's definitely true romantic feelings. If there are third parties, guys, in the present, which for a lot of you, you know, may not be the case. It could be old energy or exes and financial ties. Perhaps that's triggering you and a feeling of not being a priority. But for those of you where you do feel like, well, there's someone else or this person's not choosing me, regardless, it's the same story. I'm not chosen, which comes down to not feeling enough. You can manifest away third parties. You can select new version. Everything exists all at once, and it's not mind manipulation, it's not karma, and it's not anything. As I said, you've actually unknowingly selected a version of a situation where you're not being chosen, or there's third parties or whatnot. Okay, so what is this person coming forward with now? Avoidance. I told you. It's this King of Swords energy. So that's a detached thing that, you know, like this person could have an issue. So their avoidance could trigger your anxiety. It does say addictions, roller coaster, toxic. That's that Knight of Wands in the reverse. Guidance, faith, healing, intuition and dreams. So this person may have been ignoring what they've been needing to heal. That's the Star card and the High Priestess in the reverse. But they are being led intuitively to look at that. And there's old heartache that this person needs to release and let go of and heal. Now, Sag, I'm only reading that for context because, like I said, if I tell you to go away and then wait for this person to heal, that's not the way the law of assumption works. If there is a healthy, healed version of you existing right now that doesn't have the belief of not being chosen enough, you can absolutely grasp and believe and choose. The mirror must show up and confirm to you who you are being, and there's absolutely a version that's ready for you now that's not an avoidance. So this is just like the version that you selected. Love affair, secrecy. So for some of you, I already pointed out that that might be a thing. For others of you, maybe this person has been back and forth about, like, you know, really, really prioritizing you because there's old pain connected to third parties. But then I have reconciliation, resolving issues, getting back together. Knight of Cups. So there is some kind of an apology or something this person wants to give you, an emotional offering for any back and forth or whatever your story is. And then we have Five of Cups, which is regrets and loss, and also old spilt cups where they realize that they've been missing, maybe they haven't been focusing enough on the Two of Cups, right? Which would be the relationship or the connection. See, again, guidance, faith, healing, intuition, dreams. Okay, there is shame. So either this is in the way this person has shown up for you, the fact that they haven't prioritized you, or in the case for some of you that they've been Knight of Wands in the reverse, playing up or whatever it is. Planning, text, phone call, meeting up, message. A lot of you are going to be getting communication. So that's what this person wants. They are feeling shame. And self-love. I said that's a theme, right? So the thing is, this person also has old unhealed pain. They could also feel not very adequate about themselves, not very confident about themselves. Past situations of kind of, they're holding on to that. So they have an avoidance issue. You, Sag, I did say self-love. It's been challenging your own self-confidence, your own self-love. And then I have infatuation. So they are infatuated by you. Obsession, attraction. You're going to get communication, Sag, and you want that communication. Sag, you are the god of your reality, so you can decide exactly how you want people to show up in your reality, and you can affirm that, deny circumstances, and select new version and work on self-concept. The coaches will help you to do that, but there's definitely communication coming in. So I advise, if you want to close out the cycle, things can go this way or that way, because if you're embodying a new version of self, you're going to think and assume and behave, act and react from a completely different place and have assumptions about said specific person. It's much easier to assume this person loves you, chooses you, and there is absolutely the version that does, where there is no complication, there's no secrecy, avoidance, there's no potential third parties. But it's easier and important to do that to get the consistent result, is to first select version of self, self-concept that identifies as the person that is chosen, worthy of love, enough, committed to whatever it is. Okay, Sag? I hope that makes sense. And I hope it resonated for you guys, and sending you lots of love, and I'll check in 2 weeks' time.